Hi and welcome to our A-Level podcast. I'm Hayley and the purpose of this is to make sure everyone knows all about A-Levels and what they are and why Nelson and Colne College is a fantastic choice for you, for your next steps, or for your young person if there's any parents or carers or guardians listening out there. So we've a few people gathered round today. So as I said, my name's Hayley. We also have...
My name's Fanula Swan. I'm Assistant Principal with responsibility for A-Levels at Nelson and Colne College.
Hi, Fanula.
My name's Cora. I'm a second year A-Level student.
Great, Cora.
My name's Em Cox. I teach A-Level Sociology and Psychology, and I also have responsibilities for A-Level Personal Development.
My name's Isaac. I'm a second year A-Level student at Nelson and Colne College.
Hi.
My name's Jamal and I'm also a second year student, A-Levels.
I'm Noon, I'm also a second year A-Level student.
Feels a bit like University Challenge now, doesn't it? So it's really important that we kind of obviously expand your academic minds and teach you all about your subjects, but also important as that kind of subject theory is the personal development of the student and really kind of making sure that you're career focused as well as academic focused and that you have all the skills to be a good citizen out there in the big wide world. So Em, I know you're very heavily involved in that at college. You said you've got responsibility for personal dev.
I do indeed, yeah. So I'm the curriculum leader for personal development for A-Levels, which means that I'm in charge of a couple of different curriculums. That involves the Year 1 and Year 2 A-Level tutorial programme, as well as our APS programme as well. So I'll talk to you a little bit about the personal development side of things.
Sorry, what's APS?
Academic, personal
Yes.
and professional skills.
I was going to forget it when you said APS.
Okay.
So academic, personal, professional development. Okay. So APS, a very interesting, exciting programme that runs alongside our personal development. It's all about making sure that the students are, as you've mentioned, global citizens. That means that they need to have an awareness of the world around them. They need to have a good understanding of current events, world events, good understanding of information that they're going to receive when they go out into the world. Also things to look out for to do with misinformation. They also do a really exciting project which we call Campaign for Change, which is that they work together in small groups to come up with a campaign to do with a social justice issue, because obviously when we're going out into the world, we know that actually there's a lot of inequalities that exist, and we want to make sure that any barriers that the students might face when they're going out there in the world, they know about what their rights are, responsibilities are as citizens, and to be able to meet those challenges as well. Also part of our APS programme, we've already mentioned about EPQ, but that's when we start to get students thinking about and planning for potentially doing an EPQ next year, so that's a very exciting part of the programme as well.
Excellent.
Personal development tutorial then, so we would need to make sure students are just doing well academically, but also developing as human beings, and that's about having a good understanding about the people that they're going to meet, come into contact with, and again linking to some of the issues that they might face as well, knowing what their rights are when it comes to things to do with prevent strategy, safeguarding, where to go for help and advice, health and well-being, mental health. So there's a lot of topics that make a human being who they are, make a good student at Nelson and Colne College who they are as well, and so the tutorial programme is to make them that wider student that has that knowledge base that is more than just the curriculum, but it's also about preparing them for the next steps as well.
And that feeds really nicely into what the information through the education reform and also what our employer partners tell us, that we want someone with the subject knowledge. An academic person is wonderful, but we actually want someone who can hold down a job, who can get on with the members of the team, that know how to deal with change or different diversity or getting something wrong and overcoming that. So it is really important,
and
those skills, aren't
to
they?
some of the things that you guys will have talked about this year, obviously preparing for next steps, also preparing yourself for independent living as well. So things like learning how to budget, learning how to manage your money. Once you start getting those student loan payments coming in, that can be for some people quite a bit of money, and you might have never had that kind of money before going into a bank account. So how do you manage that and make sure that you can support yourself living away from home, being able to afford all your textbooks, being able to feed yourself so you don't end up on a pot noodle diet. So there's all these sorts of things that we're helping the students prepare for those next steps, more than just getting onto the courses. What is life going to be like when you go to university? I mean, you've done a session recently on cleaning and things like that. It's those little things that people don't think about, but actually going to be an important part of being an independent person when you leave college. So again, the tutorial program is designed to help support those students with those next steps, so that when they leave us, they've got that foundation for then whatever career or destination they go on to as
setting
well.
you up to succeed in
Definitely,
everything, isn't
yeah.
it? I know you were signposted, Cora, to something quite exciting that you did in the summer last year.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us a bit about that?
Well, it was in the spring and the summer, so
Okay.
it was 2 parts. I applied, but I had to get a reference from college, so I spoke to my tutor about it, and he directed me in because he was my English teacher as well, so he helped me in that sense, and then did English then, and that just like boosted everything that I wanted to do as a degree, so I was thinking about doing English. So in the summer school we did like different lectures, different talks.
So it was a summer school at a university. Which
Durham,
university?
Durham University.
So, and that's the university you've applied for, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that gave me a contextual offer as well, so that was really helpful.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
So I lived there for a week, which was really, really fun, and experienced what it was like to be an English student at Durham. Met so many professors, and yeah, it was brilliant. And then that one of the essays that we did was a university academic essay, and then that actually linked in with my studies at English here. So in my personal statement, I was really able to just link everything and think really widely, and also my tutor here at college helped me as well with that. And
so that opportunity to do a personal development session and have support from tutors like really helped you with your actual college application, and that summer school fed into that, and you have your wonderful offer at your first choice uni now.
Just adding on to that then, opportunities, and, the way that students find out more about these opportunities is not just through curriculum. The main source of information comes through tutorial. It's a time when all the A-level students can be, meeting with the tutor, but the tutor can signpost them to relevant opportunities depending on what tutorial programs. It might be Sutton Trust events and webinars, it might be, summer schools, it might be our Realising Opportunities partnerships as well. So it just gives those wider opportunities, that wider knowledge of what's out there to support students for those next steps as well. Because again, having those grades is brilliant, but sometimes it can be that you've done that summer school, you've done this extra thing, and that can be the thing that gets you that offer as well. So again, tutorial feeds into that system of making the students more aware of those amazing opportunities too.
Yeah, because it's tough being a young adult. I do remember. So, college supporting us, sometimes it's about getting that right mindset, I suppose, and building up that resilience, which is something I know we do pretty well here.
Yeah, we are really committed to supporting our students to develop what is called the A-level mindset. There's quite a lot of very good evidence-based research which says that the A-level grades that students leave with are not really anything to do with something you might call innate ability or intelligence, but they're more to do with your mindset, and that's made up of 5 different things. It's having a vision of where you want to go to, which you can see we do put a lot of work into that. It's about effort and students knowing that they need to spend as much time outside of the classroom on their work as they do inside of the classroom. It's about systems, which is all your organisation, and it's about practice and revision. You get lots of opportunities, don't you, to do tests and your key assessment points, and then you learn from those what you need to focus on. And attitude is actually about, well, if you don't do so well, how do you pick yourself up and do better? So we put a lot of emphasis on that through the subject and the tutorial programme. But we also run a scholars programme, and that is for our students who we think have got brilliant GCSE results. They should be applying for the very top, most competitive universities. So we enrol students onto the scholars programme, which is actually run by an ex-senior professor from one of the top universities in London who knows exactly what it needs really to be that successful undergraduate.
She's really good, isn't she?
Yeah, Victoria. So a couple of you have been through.
Yeah.
What did you learn last year? In terms of your sort of attitudes and skills, what did you learn in scholars last year?
Yeah, so for me in scholars, a lot of it was kind of building those skills that we already had, but that we could take to the next level. So, for example, our critical thinking, our communication. So we'd have like topics that we talk about. So kind of like socio-economic topics like private schools, should they be a thing? And just thinking about that and talking about that just really kind of develops us like as people, not necessarily within a particular subject, but more all around.
Yeah, good. And that's that. She does that university-style seminar pre-preparation around a whole range of topics, like you said there, to develop that. It's the confidence that we need to make sure our students leave with.
So we hope you found this podcast useful. If you do want to know more about our A-level programmes here at Nelson and Colne College, then you can go to our website, apply online, speak to one of our school liaison team, myself, come to an event, or even just follow our socials.